Alright.
I'm here with my friend John. He brought a Super Metroid ROM hack into my house.
You see, I'm a very bad friend. Don't follow my example.
It's true. It's every time he comes over, like he steals stuff.
Yeah, last time out in front of your toilet.
Stuff burns down. This is Super Metroid Eris.
No, it's Metroid 4.
I thought Metroid Fusion was Metroid 4.
Nah, this game is. I mean, you just saw it, right? It said Metroid 4.
Does this replace Fusion? Because I think I could get behind that.
Yeah, it does. It actually bridges the gap between Metroid and a very storied other franchise, too.
Okay.
You will see that later.
John tried to convince me to play Eris, but I said that's not going to happen because as much as I like Super Metroid, I really kind of hate ROM hacks. So then he offered to play it, and I said that's fine, we'll do it that way. So that's what we're doing.
That is what we're doing.
And we were just doing a sound test, and he says, "Oh, here are my save state keys." I'm like, "Oh, you need save states for this ROM hack? Okay."
Yeah, look, I'm going to use a save state right now. Bam! Save state, so that way when I go this way, and I get panicked, dude, look, there's a load. You can't beat that.
No, it's just illuminating to me that you need those save state keys to win the game, because a well-designed and well-balanced game, you wouldn't need the save states, is all I'm saying.
I could beat the game without saves.
Let's see you do it then.
Right. There we go.
So, the first complaint that I have, and this is kind of a petty, immaterial complaint about Super Metroid ROM hacks in general, is I think they tend to be too graphically busy. Like, the way this has a lot of foreground materials, it looks really nice, don't get me wrong. It looks really nice most of the time. It's just, I think when you have that much stuff on the screen, it gets too busy and it becomes harder to play than just the straight Super Metroid.
This game actually does have a problem where it has somewhat too many things on screen sometimes. Like, it does lag a lot in some parts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a few rooms I wish you would take out, like an enemy or two.
So, who actually made this ROM hack? And do you know the person?
This ROM hack was made by a stoner called D-Mantra.
A stoner called D-Mantra?
Yes, short for Digital Mantra.
Is it relevant that he's a stoner? Well, is that necessary?
Yes, that is pretty necessary.
See, right there, I didn't think you were going to fall into the floor. It just looked like decoration, but I guess it's a pipe.
You pretty much fall into it automatically, so it's not bad design. You run into the door and then, hey look, there's a pit.
That's true, so it's
showing you...
It's showing you this is what a pipe looks like in my ROM hack.
Yeah. And then if you go over here, dead guy, there's nothing over here. So you gotta go this way. And then we can go out one of two ways. But yeah, this room is pretty nice looking.
So it's like a giant crystal tree.
Giant crystal tree, bitch. So,
you had to use a mid-air morph to get through that little tunnel?
Yeah.
That's another complaint that I have. Because my Super Metroid skills are pretty good. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm okay. But some hacks require, intense bomb jumping and stuff, and I can't do it. I just can't hack it. What was that Christmas hack you gave me to play where you have to find the little Santa hats? And that's not a joke, people. He sent me a Christmas Metroid hack.
You asked for it. You're like, hey, what's the best Christmas-themed hack out there? And I was like, okay, it's this one. But it's not really that good. I'm warning you.
No, it's not. You had to find his little Santa hats, but they were hidden in places you had to bomb jump, and the guy changed the bomb jump physics slightly, so it was almost impossible to do.
You weren't even supposed to bomb jump. The guy had this all thought out. If you understood what he was going for, which you wouldn't have because you were playing it for the first time. But if you did, it was okay, you gotta run here and then jump at this point, and then you'll make it up there.
Anyway, I think I found 9 Santa hats. But no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm sure if there's a particular pixel
there was a method
jump
to his madness.
Just, I wish there was a little more method and a little less madness.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, come on.
This is what it's going to be like for the next 3 hours. Also, he brought over a new SNES emulator that I have never used before.
It's a good emulator. Do you know why I use it?
I don't know why you use
because it has 100 save state slots.
Okay, so it's kind of... You just run along the surface of the water? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's the puzzle in this room.
Oh, I see.
The water is actually shootable. So then you have to shoot it and then drop down there to find a morph ball.
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's like if it was coated with ice, maybe, but it's not. It's just water.
Well, I mean, the map, like, if you were actually looking at the map, then there would be, like, you would see the rest of the room down under there.
Granted, but still, it's like there's... That doesn't make the... It doesn't even... There's not even, like, a block there that disappears. It just... You shoot the surface of the water.
Come on, you gotta break the water tension. Come on.
It's like a warm gravy boat. You walk on the top of it, and you have to break the skin first. Okay, so we've seen Eris's first puzzle, and I was not enthralled.
So yeah, these guys. In a previous version of the hack, these guys are out of their cages. That's fun.
So you get to fight Metroids 3 rooms into the game.
No, you don't get to fight them. You get to run past them.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes. As you can see, he had to redo this once.
Oh, so this is the redesign of...
Yeah, it's actually new. Like, I did make a post on Talking Time, this forum, about this game, I think, what is it, last year? And that was before the new version had been released, so I was like, yeah, he said that he would redo some things, and he eventually ended up doing that.
Okay, so this is Eris redesign, not to be confused with Super Metroid redesign, which is a different ROM hack entirely.
It's actually called Eris 2012.
Okay, but the opening crawl still said 2009, though. So he forgot to fix that.
Dude, I'm bad. Look at this.
I see that.
Dude, what the hell? I swear wall jump there. There we go.
At least he didn't change the wall jump physics the way that some hacks do. It's like I played like an hour or so into redesign, and he changed the wall jumping so you couldn't just jump up one wall. You had to go back and forth. I couldn't hack it. It was, oh my god. If you're gonna change the game, don't change it so much that I can't play it anymore.
Well, you don't even need to wall jump there. I was just showing off and then not doing that.
Oh, understandable.
Yeah. He actually did make 2 physics edits to this game. They're kind of hard to notice, though. I actually like them.
What are they?
Why don't you see if you can figure them out?
Okay. I probably won't be able to just watching the game.
One of them you'll probably be able to, and one of them you're like, wait, how the hell did you do that? You can't do that. And then I'll be able to explain the other one.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get there, I guess.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's not a lot of direction on where to go through the world. Like, every room seems to have, like, 4 different exits.
Well, I mean, it seems like that because I know where to go.
Yeah.
But, I mean, basically, the early game is actually a lot more linear than it was. If this was the previous version, then you would have a point. But, like, okay, I'm about to point at the screen and you can't see that. So
yeah, he's pointing, he's like, here, I'm gonna go here, and then...
Yeah, there's actually not very many places you can go in the early game. Like, most of them are blocked off by something or other.
Because vanilla Metroid does that in a sense that it looks like you can go a lot of directions, but you really can't. What's that guy's deal? Like, just a shadow hopper?
Yeah, pretty much.
And he comes out.
And let me get some more health.
That's probably a good idea. I can't tell if that energy tank up there is full or not, because I thought
it's empty.
Okay, because it wasn't purple. He changed the color on it. Some ROM hackers do like make little cosmetic changes like that for no reason other than to make them. Like, I see he removed the mini-map from the corner of the screen.
The mini-map is honestly kind of useless because the map is really The map is really, really compact, and so it's like just a mess of rooms.
Well, and to be honest, it was kind of useless in Super Metroid as well. I'm the kind of player, like, I gotta check my minimap every minute or so anyway. Like, that's why I can't record games like Elder Scrolls games or anything like that, because it would just be me opening the map every 30 seconds, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that would be a nice improvement on your driving skills, though. Mr. I'm going to get off the interstate, and then I'm going to take the exit back onto the interstate. I really wish you would check the map right there. I really do.
I was following the map. The GPS said turn here, and I turned there, and it was a U-turn. That wasn't my fault. That was technology failing me.
Excuses, excuses.
Man creates technology to help him, and then sometimes it explodes.
If that's code for I'm bad and I can't read maps, then consider that code deciphered.
Do you have to fight all of those Chozos at once?
No.
I kind of feel like you shouldn't just use Chozos as background scenery. It's kind of an important aspect of Metroid mythology that should be respected. It's like, I can do a mid-air morph, but most players can't. So this game is already inaccessible to a lot of Metroid players because that is kind of an advanced technique. And he should have made you fight all these guys.
No, just one.
Oh.
Just in case.
Oh, drop in the save state. It's gonna be one of those Let's Plays. Okay. You know the last Let's Play I used save states extensively on was 8i. Because seriously, that game can go to hell. Oh, and your missile upgrades only drop 2 missiles.
I didn't need it. I came out with more health than I went in. I'm just being careful.
And so the next one doesn't come to life and come after you?
No.
That seems like an oversight. That's a really romhacky thing he could have done.
Well, you can always send him an email or something and you can get that change incorporated just for yourself. Don't worry.
I'm scared of contacting people who make ROM hacks. Because most people who make ROM hacks really feel like they only want to torture players. And that scares me.
That was this guy's first hack. This is his second hack.
What was the first one?
You may have heard of Cliffhanger.
Was it a Metroid hack?
Super Metroid hack.
Okay, no, I haven't heard of it.
It was basically the most popular challenge hack.
So are you making a distinction between like a standard gameplay hack and a challenge hack?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I don't play the challenge hacks. They're boring.
I have played Knit Stories extensively, where they have like all the different levels you download, and then they make a distinction between like regular Knit levels and
It's a
challenge
really good
levels.
distinction to make. Because some games really do need it.
But I guess the difference is in Knit Stories, I'm not coming at it with 15 years of nostalgia and gameplay experience that the ROM hack has to first upend before. Are you underwater?
Yes. This is optional, by the way.
So it doesn't actually make you go underwater, you're just doing it because you want to be fancy?
Yeah, this is the fastest path. Pretty much. And actually, you can come down over to this area through this path, too.
Now, can you shoot the top of that water and have it explode, like the other water?
No, unfortunately, that was a single room gimmick.
Oh, okay.
But I can see why you'd want that to happen more often.
Consistency is very important in gameplay, I find. I like the color scheme in this room.
Dude, this room is so pretty.
Pretty?
Pretty, yes.
Okay.
I really like how this looks.
That explains your haircut.
My haircut was a very, very nice $2 haircut. I'm very proud of it.
He's like, where else can you get a haircut for a bottle of Listerine, huh? I can't, like, that blue stuff in the background there, is that supposed to be something, or is that just background?
That's just background.
Because that looks way too bright to just be background scenery. This looks really obnoxious, I've gotta say. Oh my goodness. It's like, yeah, you've got that part in regular Metroid where you have to launch super missiles at the wall to make the gamers fall down and then freeze them, but that's like a super optional challenge area that you're not supposed to be able to do anyway. You can't destroy these guys with missiles?
Missiles, actually, it's... Okay, guess not.
No, they're immune. Because they're immune to missiles in Super Metroid.
Yeah.
You need supers. This is where John's like, oh man, in my test play I used save states on all these ledges, and now Bricker's not letting me.
Don't worry, man. I have the key right there. I can break it out if I need to. That's a very smart crab.
I want to ask like if he changed any of the bosses, but I kind of don't want to know until we get there.